everyone and welcome into today's video where we are checking out Algorand and all what has been happening in the past couple of weeks. There has been some very important announcements and also some important developments in the price chart, so we will check out that towards the end. And just before we start, if you want to support my channel, you can smash the like button. And now let's get into the video. So here we are on the Cointelegraph, and just a couple of days ago there was this announcement of Bitso launching El Salvador's official Bitcoin wallet, which is called Chivo. If you don't know, Bitso is a Mexican crypto exchange, but also it is a major cryptocurrency exchange in all the Latin America. However, that's not the main reason I'm mentioning this. They are working on this Bitcoin support along with Silvergate Bank, but also Athena Bitcoin and finally Algorand. So Algorand will act as the official blockchain provider, which is obviously huge news for Algorand. I think this is first of a kind for any blockchain project to help building this blockchain support for the whole country. But to be fair, El Salvador is one of the first countries in the world to integrate Bitcoin, so this is very exciting. So apart from announcing Algorand being recognized as a legal tender, additionally they are also selected to build El Salvador's own blockchain infrastructure. So for sure this is a very significant vote of confidence for Algorand, even though previously this project has been chosen to host popular stablecoins like USDC, so USD coin, and also the USDT, which is Tether. So Algorand is slowly but surely gaining more popularity, more attention from large institutions and government bodies, and should attract also some new users. Also, apart from this, Algorand was given a shout out on Tuesday's CNBC, where they said it was one of the crypto assets likely to grow because of its utility. So this could also fuel the price moves, which we will check out in just a minute. Here is the official comment on the Algorand's blog. So based on this, it seems it's the Koi banks building on top of Algorand technology, and they have already done so across Latin America recently, for example with initiatives like national blockchain-based COVID certification program, a point of sale credit issuance system, and also various smart contract financing platforms. But this wasn't the only partnership. In the past couple of months we can see that in June Arrington Capital has backed Algorand projects with $100 million growth fund, so they already have a serious amount of backers. And as we mentioned previously, also USDC and USDT is already running on Algorand, so this looks very exciting for this still quite a small project. And now we can finally jump into the price chart. So here we have the ALGO token in relation to the US dollar, where we can see a huge spike in the past couple of weeks. From this bottom right over here in the middle of July, we've gained over 200%, and for that reason Algorand is now hitting pretty much all-time highs comparable to the launch in 2019 back over here. So let's jump into the more detailed analysis. So in one of the previous videos we've had this sideways consolidation, which I mentioned is closing in towards this lower support of this price channel, and that it would be a very interesting point of entry if you want to hold ALGO token for the long term. So if you decided to make a position around those places and you are still holding now, congrats to you guys. However, now there is an important question whether the price will remain, if it will drop, or if it can continue climbing higher. So there are two price channels I highlighted here. So there is this purple one, uptrending channel, which has been going for a long way. We've been watching this since the first video on the channel, and it actually goes all the way back to the September 2019, so very historically relevant channel with bunch of attacks on this upper resistance line, but also on this lower support line. And then we have this horizontal price channel stretching all the way here, and this one corresponds to these previous all-time highs from 2019, just after the launch. And we can see that in this period at the beginning of 2021 was very hard for the price to get past this zone of resistance from the previous all-time high. So the price had just brief false breakouts, and again it came down. Same over here in the middle of April, and finally also in the middle of May, just before these huge sell-offs. However, now it seems that the price has been finally able to come out and broke this resistance, and still is hovering at the time of making this video at least above this resistance. So that's looking very optimistic despite the recent crypto sell-offs just a couple of days ago. However, this is not the only resistance here. There is also this resistance from this uptrending price channel, which also looks like it's not gonna be easy to surpass. The price is struggling here a little bit. We are now sitting just under this uptrending resistance over here. However, I don't think it's necessarily important to break this resistance over here, because this price channel is still quite steep, and if we do a bit of a sideways consolidation in a couple of months, the price can still climb up quite significantly. However, speaking of new entries over here, I don't think it's very safe at all at those places. We are in between two resistances, so either way I would wait for some kind of a back test. If we break again above this resistance, do a bit of a back test, that's looking like a nice place to buy. However, at the same time we can slowly start to consolidate sideways and see if this previous resistance can act as a support in the future. And also very important to check out is the Algorand to Bitcoin ratio over here. We can see this price channel which we've been looking at as well since the first video about Algorand, and this one is significant as well. You can see that these levels are very respected. You can see a perfect tag along this resistance over here, so investors are for sure looking at this ratio as well. And you can see that we've pretty much went all the way from this bottom support down over here in a straight line upwards towards this resistance. So now, unless the Bitcoin starts to run up as well, I think it's going to be quite difficult for Algorand to outperform Bitcoin in a very strong way and get out of this price channel. However, as we know in the crypto space, never say never, everything is possible. And checking out the altcoin season index for this, we can see that we are right above the middle of the altcoin season index. So we are now rising again from the short Bitcoin season we've had about a month ago, and now it's looking that we are getting back into the altcoin season over here, which is above the 75% mark over here. So maybe if this trend continues, Algorand can start to print some more gains than Bitcoin and even get out of this price channel over here. However, until then I will be very closely watching this development around this upper resistance over here and try to keep you posted about any new developments. And this is it for today's video. I hope you enjoyed this one. If so, you can smash the like button, which also helps this channel out a lot in the YouTube algorithm, and you can also subscribe for more future crypto content in general to come on this channel. With this, I thank you for watching and I will see you in the next one. Cheers!